Hello, my name is Yannsky. I'm a beat producer from Germany in Cologne, and this tutorial is about the Avener's fade out lines. I made a remake of the beat and I'm going to show you how I did it. So I would say let's start. First of all, I'm going to show you the original track and then we are switching to my version. This is how it sounds like. So the intro is quite live sounding. So there's a lot of reverb and the guitar sound is quite thin. That's what I tried to remake. I have no jazz guitar, so what I did is I just took my acoustic guitar and replayed the melody. This is my result. Not very professional, but I think it's enough. And I added the melody to the groove. And now I'm going to show you how I replicated the groove. Sorry for my bad English. On the acoustic kick, I found these two bass drums. This one and this one. Oh, they sound like this. I added some sub kicks just to push the drum and to give it some substance. And finally, these two ones bringing some attack on the sound. And the last ones, so just to get some flavor. Especially this one is it's a snare drum. So I think there are no rules what kind of sounds you add to replicate or to remake a sound. So you just take everything. The most important thing is you finally get the sound that you want. And so this is how it sounds like finally. On the snare, they use a rim shot on the original track. So this one was the one I found closest to the original. And also this one. So this is how they sound. I added some other snares just to get a little bit of the warmth and just to get the sound full. So they sound like this. And finally you get this sound. And of course it's important to add the reverb. There's a lot of reverb on the original snare. And to cut out the low frequencies, just to make the mid stand out. So this is basically what I did on the snare drum. On the hi-hat I tried to pick a sound which sounds live. And I added these two just to give it more substance. This is how it sounds without and with the others. Finally I added a compressor to the hi-hat sound because you have to the volume is very low, so it's very important to add a compressor just to push the sound and to make it audible for the listener. Yes, that's basically all I did on the intro drums, and my result is this. So now we are going to on the verse part, and this is the bass drum sound. On the original one it sounds like this. So I found these two bass drums, this one, they are very close to the original. as you can hear. But still there's some low end missing and there's not enough attack. So that's why I picked these ones. This is only just a sub bass kick drum with a lot of low end, just to make the bass drum heavier. And finally, I took some other kicks and pitched them just to get a lot of attack. And this is what I finally added to the bass drum sound. And finally it sounded like this. So it's very important to have a kick drum like this one. To me it sounds a bit like a basketball hitting the ground. So without a kick drum like this, you don't have no bounce. And it's very important just to get the groove on a sound like this. I think this is enough for the bass drum part. And now I'm going to show you how I made the clap sounds. I divided them in two sections. The ones are cold sounding clap sounds. They sound like this. I took some low end out just to make them sound thin. And the other ones are, as you can hear, quite warm sounding clap sounds. And it's very important to shift them, and they don't have to hit on the same at the same time. So if you shift them, you get a more realistic sound. So as you can see, there are a lot of clap sounds which I used. For example, here on the battery, I took different clap sounds. This one. It's very important to have this warm sound. And now I'm going to show you how it sounds like in the mix. Okay. The original one.
It's everywhere I look, from Las Vegas to right here.
Don't forget to add some stereo effect on the clap.
It's creeping in sweetly, it's definitely here.
Just to have them spread on the left and right side.
It's everywhere I look, from Las Vegas to right here. Under your dresser.
So mine sounds like this. Yeah. So the next element I replicated was the open hi-hat. On this one I made sure to have a very clean open hi sound. This one gives some attack, and this one just a kind of sweeping sound, and it sounds like this. So this is the result you get at the end. The original one, I think, is like here. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. I'm looking for the part. No, not here. Maybe here. Oh, I can't find it. Ah, no. Listen on the open hi sound. And mine sounds like this. Yes, that's basically everything I did. yeah, it wasn't easy because on this track you have live elements and you have electronic elements, and I think this is one of the reasons it's this track is a very good example, and you can practice on a track like this. And I think the aim should be just to learn from the pros, and I hope you could take some advice or some ideas how to improve your drums. And once again, sorry for my bad English, I'm not a native speaker, so if you watch next time, maybe I will improve my English, and I will have some better words to use. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, tell me what you think about my sounds, if they sound good or if they're bad. Just anything you can write, and yeah, say your critics. And thank you very much for watching, and I wish have a nice week. Peace.